Recently, a former student of mine, Akil Mendez, posted on Facebook, "Sit down and complain or get up and change." And after the year we collectively had, I couldn't agree more.
When I never felt bad, come on, yeah.
I'm not here to discuss or argue the origin of the quote, but I applaud the candidness of the statement. It's so easy to look back at 2020 and complain about the total suckage it has been. Let me be clear. There is a difference between complaining and critiquing or criticizing in order to foster change and bring about solutions. What's problematic is the finger pointing and blaming, because whenever we see a problem, it is very easy to point the finger at others. And Lord knows that 2020 has been quite problematic. It's very easy to point fingers, blame others, and not look at our own actions. So looking at the past year, it's very easy for me to bemoan all the problems that I encountered and not look at my implications in them. And COVID aside, my perception of crap and poop is someone else's pot of gold. And that's what we need to keep in mind when we watch or do these year in reviews. Perspective. Perspective is necessary not only when you're comparing yourself to others, but comparing who you are now to who you were in the past. My past year was emotionally draining professionally and personally. And I found myself questioning often about my past choices and approaches. But instead of blaming all the stupid people around me, I took the time to reflect on what I could control and what I could learn from all of this. I'm realizing that I have so much more to learn, and my past choices are not failures. They're just learning experiences. Creatively, I actually uploaded a lot more videos this year than last year, and I'm proud of what I created. I'm realizing, however, that this year I sewed a lot less, I wrote a lot less, and I'm understanding now that my creative output cannot only be YouTube. So yeah, I have to review how I spend my free time and dedicate some of that free time to other creative activities. I am, however, eternally grateful for this channel and the very modest viewership that I have acquired over the past year. This year I also wanted to run 20K. Yeah, that did not happen. My health, specifically my knees, make it sometimes challenging for me to run anything beyond 6K, but it won't stop me. So it's easy to set resolutions at the start or the end of a calendar year, but it's purely symbolic. You can change anytime you want. So what's stopping us from change? I've mentioned it before. Complacency is comfortable, and our brain loves stability. We are creatures of habit, and we tend to fear the unknown. But if we are to progress, change is necessary. So this is how I will change. Number one, I have to think smart. Smart goals are necessary, but especially the A, attainable. We tend to want big, sweeping changes, mind-blowing changes, but more often than not, you need to take small baby steps. It's the accumulation of these baby step-like goals that will bring about big change. Number two, no fear. You have to be brave and face the unknown. And yes, brave the embarrassment, the guilt, the sadness, the anger, the frustration, all of those negative emotions that we often associate with change. Number three, patience. Change takes time. Apparently, creating a new habit takes 21 days. And some people go to the gym thinking that they're gonna drop 20 pounds in 3 days. Yeah, right. Je vais juste dire, not gonna happen. So you cannot give up your goal just because you don't see the change instantaneously. The results are the changes in your habits, in your actions. Change is not just the end product, it's all of that. If you need some inspiration in regards to creating and changing, I strongly encourage you to find online, I'll try and put the link in the comments below, the Cult of Done Manifesto. I have often used it as a source of inspiration, and it influences the way I approach getting things done and being creative. I want, if anything, to complain less and do more next year. So in no particular order, I pledge to do the following. I want to sew more. I want to write more, personally and professionally. I want to run more. I want to create more videos, and I want to read more. How I'll plan to do that is yet to be determined, but my more will be different than your more. And that's important. I can't compare my efforts to someone else's efforts. What will be your changes for 2021? Share them in comments. And on that wonderful note, have a lovely day, Internet, and have yourselves a wonderful new year.